What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. All right, guys. Welcome. First off, I want to introduce my friend Zaf. This is what he actually looks like. Look, he finally came over to visit, and he looks like the bozo that he thought he did. Zaf, you want to say hi to everybody? No? All of a sudden, cat got your tongue? God damn it. This is what I actually think he looks like. No, but this is poor George. He is now part of the collection, the Halloween collection. He spins in a 360 and laughs and terrifies my whole family. My son picked this out, by the way. I got a twisted son who's almost 5 years old. So just wanted to share this with you guys. I think I'm going to keep getting more Halloween stuff, and we're going to share until Halloween starts. Halloween in this house every goddamn day with these kids. Anyways, we're here for a reason. All right? If this terrifies you, by the way, I apologize. It's going to stay. I want to talk about something I talked about in another video, and I took the video down, but I think the important message kind of got lost. So I'm going to recover it because it's something that I do want Netmarble to really consider and look at. And then I want to talk about two other things that Alpha Leaker posted recently, and I want to just remind everybody what's happening. So first off, the first thing I want to discuss, let me fix my mic here, guys. Whoops, right there, is the limited banners. Okay, so we talked about this in a separate video, right? This, I think, needs to be updated. Very, very desperately needs to be updated. This is what I'm talking about. If you didn't get far enough in that video because I took the video down, many of you may not know this. Many of you may. I think personally it now needs to be updated to some extent. Okay, and what I'm referring to right now, I'm just going to look like smaller, minimize this a little bit more so you guys can see it, is the rate info here gives you guys a chance to get the limited unit at a higher rate, and then unfortunately everybody else obviously is at a lower rate. Here's the unfortunate part of why I'm saying unfortunately. If you look at the list, you'll see some very key components missing from the list of heroes or hunters and weapons. All right, you guys can see here, Alicia's missing, Meilin is missing, Cha's missing, Yusa Yun won't be added, obviously. The reason why this is happening is because they were at one point or another, Choi's missing, SM Beck is missing, sorry, I missed a few more. They were at one point or another, they were considered limited unit themselves. Okay, so with this limited unit rate up, you have zero chance of getting yourself any of those units who eventually become custom units, and at one point were limited. All right, so when you lose a 50-50, you're losing it to the same OG units that were in the custom banner from the start. Okay, now I could deal with that. How many months are we in now? 100 days in, obviously, right? So it's been over 3 months. So we're almost kicking up to the 4th month now. I think it's about time to start adding some more units, guys. All right? Now, with that being said, obviously, when you lose a 50-50, it's especially hardest for whales and dolphins, because when you lose a 50-50, you're only having the ability to get one of these units. And for most whales at this point, many of these units are already A10. So there's no opportunity here when you're going for a brand new limited unit to get yourself one of the other units you may not have had tickets for to maximize. You have to go to the custom banner, which obviously is a lot more competitive and it's a lot more stingy. And I mean stingy because you're competing with 3 other units and weapons along the list. Now, we're talking about weapons, it's the same boat, right? You look at the same weapons: Plum Sword, Huntsman, Vulcan's Rage, Thesis, Thesis, Grimoire, Demon King's Longsword, and Shadow Scythe. You clearly are missing the Phoenix Bow, which is fine. Again, that's brand new. We're not, but Scatty's missing. Moon Shadow Daggers are missing. What else was on this list that's missing, guys? Sorry, honestly, like weapon banner, Moon Shadow, Scatty, and that's it. Actually, that's it. So there's obviously a brand new spear coming. So when the Phoenix Bow becomes another, older weapon, it won't be added either. Again, start adding in these limited weapons. And the reason why I say this is because this is where most people spend their money at the moment. And it's going to continue being this way as long as new units come out. So there should be no reason for us not to have an opportunity to get some of these older limited units in this list. Now, I love the idea of bringing older units back here and making them limited as well. Like, this is the god over here, right? We all know everybody loves a little woo in their life. Woo! But there needs to be the ability to still be able to pull one of these limited units. Like, look, still the same thing here, right? SRs are obviously fine. There's no problems here. So I think this is a problem. We're almost 4 months into the game. They should at least be adding Choi or SM Beck. Like, these are some early access units, right? So this needs to obviously be altered. And Netmarble, I really hope you take that into consideration. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to say, hey, Payne, at least they're adding the limited units in the custom banner. And that's great. And I've always said that. I think that's a W move on their end. But of course, the problem becomes that this custom banner is going to become so filled with units that it's going to be near impossible to get what you want. The more they add here, the harder it becomes to get what you want, right? And this is going to become very overcrowded. Now, the beauty here is they haven't announced, but Alpha Leaker has mentioned it, that there will be a separate weapon banner. So if we can, remove all of these weapons and put them on their own, that gives us a better chance to obviously get a unit because you won't be competing with weapons. That's a fantastic move. I've been asking that since day one, as long as we're using the same custom tickets for either or. And I think that makes sense because you can see here, we use limited tickets for these units, so why not use the same custom tickets for this and the weapon banner? I think that's a great move. I think it's a W move that needs to happen. I think it's been needing to happen for a long time. Some of you disagree with it. Some of you agree with it. We're all on the fence, and that's fine. There's disagreements. Disagreements are allowed to happen, but I think it's a big W. Now, with that being said, with the weapon banner, there is something else I want to talk about. Everybody understands and probably has seen this already, that the brand new weapon coming out is going to, in fact, be a dark spear. New weapon is coming, dark type spear. Why dark? Just let's break down the weapons for a second, okay? Let's just take a look at the weapons. This is just confusing to me. Dark already has literally three of the best SSR weapons in the game. We got the Moonshadow daggers, we got ourselves the Plum Sword and the Scythe. What in the blue hell, what in the Netmarble hell do we need more dark weapons that are elite? Do you see what the problem is here, guys? Water, at least we have the Grimoire. Wind, God, wind needs a lot of work. The only thing that's carrying wind right now literally is an SR weapon, which is Westwind. Still my favorite weapon in the game. And please don't nerf it. Leave it alone, all right? You've done it once already. But Demon Longsword needs a massive upgrade. And I was saying this on the stream, it should be like the Master Sword, where it like legit just shoots fireballs or lightning bolts in this case, I guess, right? And he does it in the anime and the manhwa. It shoots forget the circle, man. It should be just boop 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 boop. Pew, 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 pew. That's pretty much what it should be doing. Non-stop. It should be one of the fastest, hardest hitting weapons in the game because of what it is. And in regards to fire, bro, Vulcan's Rage needs to become a bigger stick or something and hit harder. Because Orvirus is still kicking its ass. The upgrade you guys made on it was good, but it still needs more. And then lastly, the Huntsman's actually a decent weapon, but I mean, let's be real, the Reduru Bow and the Demon Knight Spear, way better, still in my opinion. The only redeeming factor here I'd say for the Huntsman is the fact that it's a breaking maneuver, and it has an incredibly strong core attack, like insanely strong core attack. But the actual buffs that it provides, not enough. So Dark does not need the treatment. What needs the treatment are your three other main elements, which currently are lackluster in units and lackluster in weapons, specifically weapons. Like, for example, we know that Wind has a shitty weapon, but is now getting to become a very powerful Wind, or becoming a really powerful Hunter squad, right? Mirai, Wu, and then Hansi Mi when she comes out. Light, obviously, right now is getting Gogun. He will see how he is. He may look lackluster, but he might be one of the most OP characters in the game, so we may get that, and that'll up the Hunters, but that's no excuse for the weapons. Weapons need some love, too. And you can't, and I'm sorry to say this, you can't have your SR weapons dominate your SSR weapons. It doesn't make sense. There should be no reason for it, right? And as much as I love Westwind, I would love to have a Westwind bazooka. Seriously, I've been saying this. That's the next weapon that should come out. Forget a sniper rifle. The SSR weapon that comes out should literally be a rocket launcher. If I see, Raccoon City zombies, or if I see like a giant, tyrant coming at me like from Resident Evil, I don't want to pull out Westwind. I want to pull out a bazooka. Give Jinu a bazooka. Please, guys. Let him shoot rocket launchers. Let's make it happen. Please. I'll design it for you. I will. 100% I will design it for you if you give him a rocket launcher. No, and I'm being dead serious, though. Like, it can't be happening. Now, there is something to point out about all this. We obviously are getting ourselves the whole SR becoming SSR weapon upgrades. The three weapons that are going to be allowed to do that right now are going to be the Kasaka Venom Fangs, which is a water weapon, obviously. The Demon Knight Spear, which is one of my favorite light weapons that are SR, and that's becoming the SSR Truth Demon Knight Spear. And then, of course, the Razum Blades, which I believe, let me go back to the Razum Blades, is a fire weapon, if I recall. Let me go back here. Raid info, and I think that's an SR, that's an R weapon, right? Razin, where are you? There, Razin Blade. I call this the bum sword. You know the plum sword? This is the bum sword. It's literally like the same animations, but it's just bummy. And this is becoming an SSR. Yo, that's crazy. So now we might actually get a fire weapon that's worthwhile having from an R weapon, bro. Come on now. Please, guys. Stop with this dark spear nonsense. Give us a wind weapon, give us a light weapon, and give us a fire weapon, and let them actually be good and better than their SR counterparts. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'm very curious about this. All right, guys, this is Payne. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.